activation, chakra cleanse. Frequency activation. In the highest living light for my viewer working with Leo. What shadows were placed, please? There we go. Perfect. I know more than you think. I couldn't tell you face to face. I am different now. I know more than you think. I couldn't tell you face to face, and I'm different now than I was then. And I almost feel like I'm hearing you say, and now I can tell you face to face if you really want to know. Oh, you really want to know? Like, you knew before when these things were happening to you, when you're getting taken advantage of, like, I don't know, maybe your childhood, I don't know what, or maybe just like adolescents, like, you know, POS partners and people that were just learning their pubescent energy. Or adolescence stops at 25, so people are all learning their own energies even past then. So, but it's just like the hormones are such on fire, right? Because of the development of the hormones in the brain and things. So, well, you knew energetically more than you had a feeling. Like, that came up also in this reading, like that feeling of something is off, something is off, something is wrong. Clear it in the third eye. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Like, that is just so much. Like, stop it. What? Well, I just saw that, like, this, what did I see here? I wish I could rewind this, so I could see what was I saying. It's just like, oh, there was some inkling that something is wrong. You don't know what it is, and so you go through like this push and pull back and forth with these relationships that are unhealthy and almost dramatic. You're fighting with the partner, with the friend. You're upset, you're confused, I don't know what, you know. Or even if some horrible thing happened when you were a child or something, before you could put words to it, your spirit, your body knows. I know more than you think. Now I'm seeing that being before. You knew, but you didn't know what it was. You became curious. You started to connect to your own sacral energy, holding it to yourself with some maybe tantric work or something like that, getting to know your own vital life force energy, sacred, passionate energy, okay? Your sacral energy is sacred. And now I see that not only do you now you can say confidently to anybody trying to mess with you, I know more than you think. And not only that, it's like your spirit is, I know, your spirit knows more, but now not only do you know and feel the imbalance, you can put words to it because you've compassionately healed. So the programming of shame or anything like that is gone. You can say, no, I recognize that for what it is, and I do not consent, and I will not. I know more than what you think, and nowadays I'm going to be able to say it. I couldn't tell you face to face back then, but I'm different now. I know more than you think. Do you feel my touch? What else? I'm sorry I didn't believe you. Do you still feel my presence? So too bad. These are messages of closure, and usually they're like from your higher self, from the higher self of people that you maybe went through this with, or maybe your passed on loved ones. Okay, you use your discernment. I know more with that whole I know more than you think vibe. Do you feel my touch? Yeah, I know you're trying to touch me. So these are some people like trying to touch you, trying to touch your energy. Like I said, like I'm seeing that pot of gold with the wands in it. People are too curious about your sacral energy, and you're like I can feel you trying to touch my energy, but no. I couldn't tell you face to face. They wouldn't have believed you. I'm sorry, I didn't. Maybe you felt like people wouldn't have believed you back then. I am different now. Now you're different. Now you can stick up for yourself. Do you still feel my presence? No, I think you've abolished the presence of anybody who did this for you. Spirit wants to know, how can I help you? Your ancestors want to know. Make sure that you speak up to your guides, okay? Speak the particular guides' names, the particular angels, entities that you want to work with. Speak it into here in your reality. Say what you want. Be intentional and specific and detailed. Spirit says, talk to us. What do you want if you're having confusion, okay? Or give it up to us. How can we help you when you're feeling foggy because you're having some synergistic experience here on your ascension journey, while you're also setting an example as you walk? You don't know what to do. I said it was going to be a solitary experience because it is personal. Your ascension journey is yours alone. Spirit says, actually, no. How can we help you? Your ancestors, your guides. Make sure you ask for help when you need it. Speak it. Use your beautiful voice, word magic, okay? You would be surprised at the difference of thought, the power of a thought is amplified by your voice and the emotions that you feel as you're speaking it. So be intentional. And be good. Messages of love. What's next? You wanna? What is it? Wait! The timing is not quite right. Okay, wait, guys. What else? Protected. You are safe and divinely protected. Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. By the way, someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. These are messages of love. So if somebody, a loved one, does feel remorse for the way that they treated you, and you feel maybe they need to express that to you or something like that, this is a heads up, okay? So let's look into your divine masculine and feminine energies, Leo. Hi, Living Light. This will definitely reflect the relationships that are all around you. Your own masculine and divine feminine energy within will reflect without. And then you can also translate it into the relationships that you experience. Masculine says, I feel so drawn to you. I miss hearing your voice. We don't share the same values. That's what masculine says. I feel so drawn to you. I miss hearing your voice. We don't share the same values. I wonder what that's about. Let's see what the feminine. I feel so drawn to you. Well, a lot of people feel drawn to you, but what do you feel drawn to? Leo, I miss hearing your voice. I think your voice is very healing. I was getting that earlier, like people are going to be, you're like that you could be somebody's whole world. And you may be sharing your values to people who don't have the same ones. And you may be, I told you, you're going to be somebody's whole world, even if it's just like for the length of a song that you released or something. Or whatever, like whatever it is that you create, whatever. It could be an engineer and the people who are helping work on your project. You'll be that, like you're going to enthrall someone. And I just see that maybe your values interacting with the other values are going to activate then some brand new thing. So what else? Female, I feel so drawn to you. So, okay, I replay our conversations over and over. The feminine energy, I feel so drawn to you. So I replay our conversations over and over. You may be wanting to go back to some old project that you haven't finished before, or you may be getting inspired by some other project that you did before and maybe collaborating with somebody to make it brand new. It's just the message that I'm getting here. And then I miss hearing your voice. Finding out the truth crushed me. There's somebody so this relationship, so I was talking about using your voice and your like word magic, because like the difference between a thought and some spoken word is we're using spoken word for a reason, you know. So while you may be healing people that have found out crushing truths, possibly maybe, your voice may be healing people, like, so it may not be your actual voice, it may be like your voice as communicated through writing, or your message, like your voice meaning your point of view, your art. So feminine says, so when the masculine energy misses something, desires something, what do? They go after it. When the feminine energy, who's receptive, feels crushed, what does she do? She shuts down. So maybe the masculine energy is going to come in to help open up. I saw heart activation through the back of the heart space. So there may be something like that, some healing going on between the masculine and feminine, because the feminine shut down and the masculine needs that heart space open. So it's your masculine aspect too. In order to move forward with this manifestation activation, you're going to need to keep your heart open no matter what the atrocities were. There were atrocities, darling, okay? So, and you're just leading after overcoming that. So, and there's some people that they just can't understand, and this is sometimes a path that we walk, Leo. But because a Leo commands the energy and commands the room, and some people who have maybe some, what they feel, or maybe some shortcomings or inadequacies, there's no such thing as inadequacy, but when you feel that you're inadequate in some way, shape, or form, then you project that maybe. Some people may project that to you, like when they feel inadequate in their own passionate energies, how they express themselves, they may then project that onto you, and I see that, no, you're holding strong, confident, and healthy and healed Leo energy without shame, showing your vulnerability and actually helping activate people to raise awareness in this conscious, co-creative, collaborative work of life here. We don't share the same values. My life is not as together as it seems. And so people may need also, so the masculine says, we don't share the same values. Feminine says, my life isn't as together as it seems. Maybe I'm willing to listen to your values and see what they are. And maybe, in that exchange, then masculine and feminine are maybe opening your heart to consider new values or revamping. When you collaborate and you create something new, that thing has its own also energetic signature that would create a new creation from two different people with two different values, two different backgrounds, two different experiences coming together. I see this, and abolishing shame to say that actually, even though we hold very different ideas, I think that interacting with your energy is going to enrich my life and help me here, help me, and my life is not as together as it seems. And I see a willingness to co-create and participate in a feeling of safety and okay, consenting to do that, really consenting to do that, and working together, grounding something in reality to share with other people in love. That heart activation again, the back of the solar plexus is now activated, and I feel the back of the sacral chakra. So this is really beautiful. There's going to be a coming together of minds and sharing of values, and something very beautiful with the Ten of Cups energy and consciousness. You're going to really be working on your own consciousness, the people that you're working with, and then that translates into raising the collective consciousness. Let's close this reading out with a few wisdom of the oracle cards, Leo. The highest living light. Let's go. So happy I came to work today. Hey, Leo. This is a good reading. I can't wait to watch it. Thanks for staying with me this long. A thinker. Number 44, thinker. Really thinking about things. I see this very magical, intricate world in the mind, in the headspace. And I see it practical manifestation through the third eye, through projection. Through thinking, through really thinking, imagining things, but like, how can I bring this grand idea into the real world, and really thinking about that. And I'm just seeing some humanitarian doing that, milk and honey. You want your milk and honey. Maybe when it comes to the sacral chakra, you might want to do a milk and honey bath. Okay, bathe yourself in milk and honey, or have a delicious like chamomile milk tea with honey in it or something. Okay, really, and do it like intentionally. This is a cute baby elephant under a rainbow bathing in milk and honey. Stop it. And we had thinker elephants, and an elephant never forgets what they've been through. They're so wise. You see the baby elephant? Just cleanse yourself, okay? Because the weight that an elephant that never forgets, the weight that they must carry sometimes, it can be a heavy burden and muddle up their idea. It's just an innocent little baby elephant. It's so cute. Try a milk and honey bath, darling, okay? Moving forward. A leg up. You have got a leg up. This has come out in the last two readings. It's number 34. 44, 51, and 34. What's that? 8, 6, and 7. What? Hey, so there's your dissension. 8, 6, 7. Or, well, no, that's a little muddled up. What? Let's get another one. Let's see. Breathe. Try your tantric breathing. Okay. Thank you, Leo. That was your manifestation activation, tarot reading, chakra cleanse, and frequency activation. My name is Carol Lissette, and I love you. Bye.